Criticism can be uncomfortable, but it's an essential part of personal and professional growth. Whether constructive or harsh, learning to handle feedback with the right mindset can transform it from a source of pain into a powerful tool for improvement. We'll explore how to approach criticism calmly, separate emotion from fact, and use the lessons within it to fuel your personal development. By embracing feedback, you can unlock your potential, build resilience, and navigate challenges with confidence and grace. Today we will talk about how to deal with criticism and use it to grow. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Understanding criticism. Criticism comes in many forms, ranging from constructive to destructive. Constructive criticism is aimed at helping you improve by pointing out specific areas of weakness and offering suggestions for improvement. Destructive criticism, on the other hand, tends to be vague, hostile, and often more about the critic's issues than yours. Both types, however, have the potential to teach you valuable lessons if approached with an open mind. 1. Types of criticism. Understanding the type of criticism you're receiving is crucial in dealing with it appropriately. Constructive criticism, delivered with the intention to help, often specific and actionable. Example: your presentation was strong, but you might want to work on speaking more slowly for better clarity. Destructive criticism, more general, personal, or harsh without offering a solution. Example: your presentation was terrible, you don't know what you're talking about. Self-criticism. This can be internal thoughts that come from self-doubt or insecurity. Example: I'm not good enough for this job. Why criticism hurts. Criticism can evoke an emotional reaction, often because it strikes at our ego, self-worth, or identity. It's natural to feel defensive, hurt, or even angry when someone points out our flaws or shortcomings. Here's why it can feel difficult. Perceived threat. Our brain is wired to perceive criticism as a threat. When criticized, we may feel attacked, triggering a fight-or-flight response. Self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem or are insecure about a particular area of your life, criticism can feel more painful. It touches on vulnerabilities you may not have fully accepted. Fear of failure. We are often afraid that criticism confirms our worst fears about not being good enough or successful. How to reframe criticism. The key to dealing with criticism is learning how to reframe it. Rather than seeing it as an attack on your character or abilities, view it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. 1. Pause before reacting. When receiving criticism, especially if it's unexpected or harsh, take a moment to breathe. Avoid responding immediately. A quick reaction often comes from an emotional place rather than a thoughtful one. By pausing, you can give yourself time to process what was said and respond more constructively. 2. Separate emotion from fact. Not all criticism is accurate or fair, but some may contain elements of truth. Try to separate the emotional impact from the factual content. Ask yourself, is there any validity to what's being said? Can I learn something from this feedback, even if it's hard to hear? Recognizing valid points within criticism allows you to gain insights you might have overlooked, helping you improve. 3. Ask clarifying questions. If the criticism is vague or seems overly harsh, don't be afraid to ask questions for clarity. This will help you better understand the feedback and whether it's actionable or just emotionally charged. For example, can you give me an example of what I could have done better? Embracing criticism for growth. Once you've learned to manage your emotional response to criticism, the next step is actively using it to fuel your personal or professional growth. 1. Identify patterns in criticism. If you consistently receive feedback in the same area, it may indicate a blind spot or a recurring issue. Instead of feeling defeated by repeated criticism, use it as a roadmap for improvement. Is there something in your behavior or skill set that needs addressing? For example, if multiple people comment on your communication skills, it may be time to focus on refining them. 2. Set clear goals based on feedback. Constructive criticism provides you with a unique opportunity to set specific and actionable goals. Break down the feedback into manageable steps. If you receive criticism about your organizational skills, for instance, set a goal to implement a new productivity system, like using a digital task manager or time blocking your day. 3. Practice self-reflection. After receiving criticism, take some time to reflect on what was said. Journaling can be a useful tool here. Ask yourself, what triggered my emotional response to the feedback? Is there an area where I can grow as a result of this criticism? Self-reflection turns criticism into a self-improvement exercise, rather than a judgment on your worth. Handling destructive criticism. Not all criticism is constructive. Destructive criticism often comes from a place of negativity and may be more reflective of the critic than the recipient. Here's how to manage it. 1. Don't take it personally. Remember, destructive criticism often has little to do with you. It may come from someone's own insecurities, biases, or frustrations. When faced with this kind of feedback, detach emotionally and view it objectively. 2. Acknowledge and move on. You don't need to dwell on destructive criticism. A simple acknowledgement, like "thank you for your feedback," allows you to remain professional without giving too much energy to unwarranted negativity. Then move on and focus on the feedback that matters. 3. Build resilience. Use destructive criticism as an opportunity to build emotional resilience. Developing a thick skin in the face of unhelpful feedback is a vital skill in both personal and professional growth. Over time, you'll learn to better distinguish between helpful and harmful criticism. Developing a healthy relationship with feedback. Cultivating a mindset where feedback is welcome, rather than feared, is crucial for long-term growth. 1. Seek feedback proactively. Don't wait for others to criticize you. Proactively seek feedback from mentors, peers, or supervisors. When you take the initiative, it shows that you're committed to your personal development and open to continuous improvement. 2. Embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset views challenges, criticism, and failure as opportunities to learn. Instead of seeing criticism as a fixed judgment of your abilities, see it as part of your ongoing evolution. This mindset helps you approach criticism with curiosity rather than defensiveness. By accepting that everyone, even the most successful people, faces criticism, you start to see feedback as part of the journey to mastery. With this mental shift, you're more likely to view challenging feedback as guidance on how to hone your skills and unlock new levels of success. 3. Celebrate small wins. Incorporating feedback and seeing improvement, even in small increments, should be celebrated. Acknowledge your progress and use it as motivation to keep refining your skills or habits. This positive reinforcement will make it easier to accept and utilize criticism in the future. When approached with openness, curiosity, and a growth mindset, it becomes one of the most powerful tools for personal and professional development. By learning to handle criticism with emotional maturity, separating constructive feedback from destructive, and using it as a springboard for improvement, you can unlock new levels of success and fulfillment. The key to growth is not avoiding criticism, but embracing it as an integral part of your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.